Today we are talking about The Purge and Uncle Sam from 1996. What do you think the Rotten Tomatoes scores are for the film Uncle Sam? We'll start with Sean. What do you think the critic versus audience? What do you think?
Critic 0, audience 4.
God damn.
Critic 0? Yeah,
there are some zeros out there. There's not a lot, but there are some.
Okay, fine. Critic 5.
And
audience 6.
I think the critics are like 10, and then the audience is like 20, maybe 30. I'd say the audience is probably liked it more because it's like the the guys behind it had like a little cult following.
Yeah.
So of course it like it more.
So this is something that I've been finding out through the process of doing this podcast. Rotten Tomatoes, the critics don't have to be professional critics that work for like a paper or a big publication or something.
Oh, are you serious?
What? The critics are like, as long as you have a website or something that shows press credentials. The critic score is 60%.
That's so dumb. That's so dumb.
What the fuck?
That's so dumb, dude.
There's like, and if you look it up, there's like 2 or 3 legit, like big time publications that gave that critiqued it. And then the audience score is 30% because that's just people posting what they think on the internet.
That does not deserve that.
That was a bad film. Like, I'm not even going to, sugarcoat it. Like, I understand it as a fucking, there's, like, a little bit of a fan base there for, like, the guys behind it. But
if it could have worked in a little more, because these are the guys that made Maniac Cop.
Oh, I fucking love Maniac Cop, though. That's a fun movie.
You know what? I'm going to sugarcoat it. That was a shit film.
It was pretty bad.
Because Scream was made right after. That's the disparity. What do you think the Rotten Tomatoes scores are for The Purge?
Can I go first?
Yeah.
Critics, 77.
77.
Okay. Audience, 68.
Wow. Okay.
I'm going to say audience, 80. And then critics, 65. And then the audiences loved it more, considering how much money it made.
So this is a testament to why Rotten Tomatoes is fucking dumb, and no one should ever care about any of this.
Mm-hmm.
I've said this for a while now, and people get like, when you gonna fucking... Basically, any movie made before 1960, they give like a 90% and up, just because it's old.
Oh, does this have a bad score? Like way under? Like
it's you know what? It's offensive.
Is it? Like,
I'm offended. I am offended by this as an American. Yeah. On this 4th of July holiday, to give The Purge this score is fucking communist.
Oh,
I really like The Purge.
Why?
Hit it.
Critic score 41%.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. It's not that bad.
No. And then the audience score is 36%.
Yeah, there's no way, like, a movie that made $89 million is not at the very least a 60%.
See, this is another thing that you got to take into account with all this kind of nonsense.
You're the one pushing your Rotten Tomato agenda.
Yeah.
Nobody should ever care about Rotten Tomatoes. Every week, what are the Rotten Tomatoes?
First of all, eat shit, Sean.
Don't fucking critique.
Yeah, don't fucking critique me. Fuck you.
Nobody should give a shit about this, but that's the first thing I'm going to ask you guys.
Well, all right. Here, I don't think people should care, but it's a fun game to go like, well, what is it? No, but here's a big difference, right? So Uncle Sam has 10 critic reviews and 1,000+ audience scores. So,
sample size.
1,000. Yeah, exactly. There's 158 critic reviews and 55,000+ audience reviews on The Purge.
Yeah, 55,000 people who fucking suck.
If more people knew, Uncle Sam doesn't have a box office number.
Yeah.
If people knew that Uncle Sam was a movie, it would have a fucking a 2 and a 3 rating or some shit. So I would say y'all's initial gut feeling about that was more correct. I think it's time to sign off, boys. Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Happy 4th of July. Don't be a fascist.
Yeah.
Bye.